Everybody, it's Victor. It's time for another Eat and Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weekends are going off to a great start. We got a couple videos that are teetering on the brink of 3,000 likes, so I'm keeping an eye on them. But for now, we are not going to be advancing the like streak counter quite yet. But that is all right, because usually there's a little bit of a lag when it comes into the weekend, and then after that, the engagement goes back up, heading on into the new week. So thank you all very much for those of you who do support the videos and leave comments, all that kind of good stuff. And also those of you who spend your time in making those memes of the day. This one brought to you by FoxyBoy02. Title thread was "Never Tell Sin the Odds." Yeah, it was only a matter of time before this meme was gonna rear its not ugly head, but it's Mo-shaped head. So thank you very much, Foxy Boy. I love the Barney and Mo meme. I mean, any of the Simpsons memes are great, but that one, of course, was very apt for the return of Isaac's tears. Okay, CJ is gonna be Delta 7-1 Delta Charlie Victor Delta Juliet. We've got a lot of deltas. 1.97 tears just bums me out incredibly hard. However, we do start with an R key. Now, I know what you're thinking, and you're thinking like, oh, here comes another Omega run just 1 week after we got one Omega run. I wouldn't go that far yet, because right now I'm leaning toward, I mean, already only in the first room, I'm leaning towards we need to do a strategical R key here. Because let me tell you something. One thing I am not ready for, and certainly not in the mood for, is another one of those really slow, low tier, low damage runs. And even like the people were saying on that last run, where you know, the episode where it only gets worse, the one where we spoofed the Philip DeFranco thumbnail. You know, that one was legitimately like bumming people out as well. Like, people were like, this sucks. And to that I say, first off, thank you for the feedback, because, like, you know, I appreciate how everyone truly feels about the bad runs. But secondly, what I would respond to that would be with is that's not the way to say that. How I would respond to that feedback on an episode like that is, if you think it sucked to watch, try playing it, because at least you have the ability to skip the run or simply just speed it up, whereas I have to play it in real time. So yeah, that was basically the theme of that run. And with us finding Isaac's heart in the very first item room, that pretty much all but seals the deal that I am going to be taking the strategical R key approach here. Now, what does that mean? So when I say strategical R key, what I mean by that is that we're going to use this to essentially just re-roll the run. We can't re-roll our character, obviously, because that's just not how R key works, but at least this allows us to get the early, just another couple of early floors. So what I'm thinking of doing is waiting until floor 3, maybe floor 4, and then ripping R key after the boss, and then, you know, starting from scratch again. I mean, that's how bad these starting stats are. Like, the shot speed, the low shot speed combined with the low tears rate is brutal. And now that I know that people are like, yeah, we understand. I do. It's not everybody. I don't want a blanket statement. A majority of the mosh pit said, you know, it's not that we don't appreciate the fortitude it takes to power through one of these runs. It's just that, like, sometimes we don't have enough time to watch the entire run, let alone, like, wow, this is like incredibly hard to watch. And with us picking up literally no items on floor 1, we might move that timetable to possibly at the end of floor 3, as this is certainly not what we wanted to see here, which was I mean, any boss would have been fine other than Headless Horseman, because at least they would have given us like something, even like an orbital at this point. But the fact that we really can't take the Headless Horseman's pony here, just because like R key is just way too valuable, is really telling. Dude, chill, bro. Chill out. Like, I'm happy that you have like Ipecac shots and stuff, but if you could just like chill out, that'd be cool. I mean, it was inevitable for us. We had to make that cut. Also, how is one of you not dead? There's no way that I've DPS'd you down evenly. Yeah, this is real bad. This is already like in the WoW bad situation. There's no reason for us to take the flying pony and try to. I mean, there was no inaccessible spots that I'm aware of. So, yeah, it's there you go. There's your floor 1. Ooh boy. All right. So as we suffer our way through this first run here, we'll go on to last week's question of the episode. Of course, that was the polar opposite of what we're seeing right now, which was the Omega run or the O game run. I'm glad that a lot of people did catch on to the little play on words there. It's really hard to like mix up a word like Omega and not just have it say Omega in it. Like, so that was like, if we ever get another Omega run in the near future, like I'm not gonna be able to do that again because it was like Gameo or O game, and that was about it. I mean, yeah, I could just like, I could just make up just random gibberish and by scrambling the letters to the word Omega, but all right, so we stave off immediate death here and get a dime, so that's good. But last week I said, question of the episode, have you ever completed an Omega run? Not attempted, like we did on the, what was it, last Friday's episode where we had the Omega Possible? Or maybe it was last Thursday's episode. And a lot of people replied to this one. The most upvoted comment came in from Thigus Metal, who said, yes, thanks to Spin Down Die and Glitch Crown. It took me 3 hours, but man, it was awesome. Such a good feeling. And yeah, that's, again, what I kind of talked about in that episode. We're screwed. I've made a mistake. Oh, no, we're screwed. Absolutely screwed. Wow, maybe not. Holy moly, I can't believe we made it out of there. Wow. But it was like I was talking about in that episode where essentially, like, there's no official Omega run that you can do in the game. It was just like an arbitrary thing that I coined many years ago, and it's a fun personal challenge, This is my Plus Ultra room. Those of you who remember that famous GIF now. I am pretty good at dodging in this room, I will say, for some odd reason. I don't know why. And we are still looking for the item room. Since we're already here, we might as well go into the boss room, I guess. Because, like, now you might be questioning my decision to pick up this Eternal Heart. And the reason why I did is because it does kind of act like a pseudo Soul Heart in a way. So if we do get hit, we aren't going to be penalized on our deal with the devil, which obviously we clearly need. But right now we need more than anything else tears. We need a tears rate upgrade so bad. And if we don't get one, then give me Maw of the Void, or yeah, I mean Mom's Knife will be fine too. Yeah, let's just go fight the boss since we're here. I'm not going to risk losing this devil deal going to try to find our item room. I will break these poops real quick. But yeah, the second most upvoted comment here came in from the little mellow 2752. Said, I have not, considering that I'm still stuck on Rebirth. It's there's nothing wrong with that, especially depending on what your skill level is at and how slow or how fast you wish to go through all the expansions. There's nothing wrong with it. So I wouldn't put a negative connotation on being stuck in Rebirth. I mean, I wish I was still in Rebirth, that's for sure sometimes. Last but not least, we had the Chase Duringer, or it was Chase something. They said, to be honest, I don't even play Isaac, but I can't stop coming back to your videos. And you know what? I appreciate that, even though it was kind of, well, yeah, thank you. I'm not sure why that one got the third most upvoted votes, other than people like obviously just showing support for the channel, which that kind of stuff really makes my day, especially if I've like not slept very well, or if I'm just not feeling like 100%. I like hearing that kind of stuff. So We are very painfully and slowly going through this Gemini fight. And if there's ever been a time for an R key, boy howdy. Now, the crazy thing is here is that, like, this R key was taken based on the assumption that we were going to get some useful stuff off of the first run. But, yeah. The only item we've gotten was from a Soul of Lilith, so... And we get Pageant Boy. Hooray. Yep. Enjoy your 7 cents for beating a boss, nerd. And Backstabber. I mean, Backstabber is great. There's nothing wrong with Backstabber. We need piercing shots, however, to really make it pop. And the biggest thing is that Backstabber, again, is a tier effect that requires a lot of tiers to really be effective, which we, as you are well aware of, we do not have currently. For anyone out there saying, oh, you should just be taking the pills, it can't get any worse. Yeah, okay. Okay. Go to the now infamous, this is going to be a tears up pill. First pill that we took in that run, immediately tears down. Kind of let Backstabber do his thing. I saw that pre-fire there. Try to get away with that. All right. Obviously, they're not going to be connected by the secret room because we've already been into the secret room, but we can use a bomb to get into the item room, which would save us a key, which would then allow us to go into the tienda. And somehow, some way, we've managed to save this Eternal Heart. I don't know how we did that. I can use a bomb here for this golden chest, but then we'd have to use a key to open it, and that takes us out of the running for the shop. The blood bombs here. I think all shops should at minimum have, if you're on the fullest level, the most upgraded level with shops in the game, I think at minimum, bare minimum, you should be able to get 2 items. Like 2, not even like premium items, just 2 items. Plus like whatever consumables. We can actually go get the golden chest here if we sacrifice. I don't know if Blood Bombs is going to take away... Will Blood Bombs take our Eternal Heart? Find out. No, it did not. Took away half of a red heart, which we have already gotten back. So, and we got a bone heart out of that. Not sure if that was worth a key or not, but we are finally ready to go down to floor 3. All right. This is definitely one of those times where a strategical R key is going to be needed. Now, just because we have a strategical R key here does not mean that we are going to get bailed out. We could very easily just get a whole lot of nothing again on the next run. So we're really at the mercy of RNG here. I'm very shocked that shot from the Diglett traveled all the way up here. That was, I figured that we would definitely be out of range there, but luckily we had Holy Mantle in that room, so it saved us from getting hit. Yep. Right. Check out the curse room here. Be the soul of Jacob and Esau. It is, right now, it is everything in me for us not to just rip this R key. But I know that it is not wise, especially since we just, I couldn't even get away from that. Especially since we just got more options. At least we're going to get a second boss item. I mean, this, there you go. I'm telling you, I know that people would they would love to see an Omega run here, but this is like, I'm already in like DEFCON 3 mentality here for this. I cannot, not enough time has passed for me mentally or in real time to go through another one of these runs. I will not do it. So let us pray that we get, for my sanity, we get some kind of tears up on this floor or the next. I have no keys, so I cannot access the shop or the item room. Taking red heart damage, so we know that we're not going to get a double deal here. Unfortunately for us, we cannot damage Forsaken with our blood bombs. We can hit him with the explosion, we just can't hit him with the creep. I mean, we have to go 8-ball here. As much as I would love the box, because we need a key. Oh, never mind. We don't. And man, oh man, was that worth it. Headless Baby. Well, I mean, you know, Headless Baby. Headless Baby, he might help us. He might help us. Combined with the creep that we get from blood bombs, we might have a decent... Yeah. I'm going to use a blood bomb here just so... Okay, never mind. I mean, it doesn't matter because we have a double heart here anyway. Looking for the secret room. We essentially have unlimited bombs. Well, not unlimited, but we have a good amount of bombs. That is the soul of Blue Baby. Which, I mean, we might as well take in case we need some damage here, but we could go into the mob trap room as well, but I'm eager to get down. No, the strength card's still better. And Curse of the Blind. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I will not. This is me at my maximum level of have had enough of this. All right. Here we go. Round 2. So just pretend like that first one never happened, and we're off to see the Wizard of a New Run Oz. So we're gonna try to use Headless Baby as our primary source of TPS, which is something to say. And look at this, we start off with Cricket's Head. Oh baby, and we even get the Cursed Penny. And since we don't have Black Candle to worry about currently, then we can actually use it to teleport around. We get PhD, which gives us a tears up. Let's go! Oh baby, it's already better. I like already. Oh yeah, we have Cursed Penny. Oh yeah, we have Cursed Penny. We'll go back and get those. Although teleporting around with the Cursed Penny does kind of like appeal to my like sort of wacky side. I mean, we saw what the teleporter did for us last week, and well, this past week. And I will say that that one really impressed me, man. The ability to just skip most of the levels is incredibly powerful. It's good for the soul, you know? Almost got me. I'm going to use a blood bomb here just so we can get through the curse doors without incurring a penalty on our freshly minted soul hearts. You kind of want to pick up the Cursed Penny again, but It's good to know that we do have a Tears Up pill in the pool already. So that was the all white pill. It's a new day here. Obviously, we don't need bombs. Strength card for sure. Curse penny, because I mean, you know, I don't know if the curse penny can take you to the Ayamera room. Many people were quick to point out that the teleporter cannot take you to the Ayamera room anymore. That was something that they changed in Repentance. Oh man, look at this. This is, I mean, the difference that 3 rooms make, and we get another Tears Up here with blue cap. Oh my god, this is, we're in heaven now. Instantly, the mood has changed. A Cricket's Head, PhD with a Tears Up, the battery, and blue cap, which obviously gives us another Tears Up. Also goes hand in hand with the magic 8-ball that we got from the previous run. And what is there to? There's nothing to complain about anymore. We're good. We're golden. Speaking of golden, that gave us absolutely nothing. So let's go check out this other key, just because it's here, and we get the Soul of Eden. Some major money here. Obviously, this is going to teleport us, so I'd prefer not get teleported yet. Wow. So we're going to pick up all this money here. Then we're going to pick up the Curse Penny, the Soul of Eden, then teleport to 2 rooms behind us. Because we can even get inside of the boss trap room here. Matchbook is not necessarily what I would consider to be good for us here. I was kind of hoping there was going to be a chest or something in here that would drop some coins and we could just teleport out, but hey, lovey. Good damage there on Backstabber with Headless Baby. Fantastic damage there. Okay. All right, Curse Penny, we thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it, but time is over. A very short-lived curiosity. Obviously, Yaves are a big part of what we're needing currently. I'd love to get into the store, but we do have the Soul of Eden, which is going to re-roll everything. It's basically like a chaos re-roll for D6 and the D20. That just shows you everything you needed to know right there about that damage.
Soul of Eden.
We end up getting Incubus, but we don't get into the curse. Or we don't get into the shop or the item room, which is not what I want. So we're going to have to, unfortunately, play 3 Skull Monty or play the slot machine here until we get some keys. Which is fine. We have plenty of money. We have plenty of HP here to fund this endeavor. We just need to, like, you know, start winning stuff. Okay. Well, we need to start winning some keys is what I meant. Funnily enough, that's not the skull that I hit. I wanted to hit the left one here. And again, that's not the one that I hit. I wanted to hit the left one, Monty. I saw both of those, and they were both in the left skull. Here we go. Looking for a singular key. Spent 28 cents. We got a Tears Up from the Verp pill. Bro, come on, dude. I'm not leaving here until we get one key. So however long it takes us to get there, game, is up to you. Thank you. Now, what's funny about this is that this actually kind of encourages us to go back to the cursed penny in a way, in a weird way, because the curse we can now essentially get coins at will. So, welcome back, cursed penny, I guess. Worm Buddy, the goat. Worm Buddy is here. That was absolutely worth all the headaches going into the arcade there. I'm gonna stick with this cursed penny IV bag because this is just, I'm too curious to let this go. Theoretically, what we can do, well, assuming that we had, like, you know, a key, is we could go grab a lot of hearts and then go into places that we would like to teleport out of and use the cursed penny to do so. For example, we can use the cursed penny to get out of this cursed room here. Then now that we have a key, we'd be able to, well, if there's a coin in there, first off, we'd be able to just teleport. Secondly, we'd also be able to not have to do the mob trap room. Team sale here. I am going to drop cursed penny. This is the only downside. Is like, if we want to pick up money, we have to drop the cursed penny every single time, which is way more. That's way more effort than I'm willing to put into it. But for now, for all intents and purposes, oh yeah, we can't get in there because we don't have full HP. Look at that. We get taken straight to the boss. Worm Buddy doing his thing on the Zubat. Are you sure you're able to fit through there, Zubat? Because I feel like you shouldn't be able to, but anyway, what do I know? Worm Buddy, look at that. The goat at work. Dude. Movement speed, absolutely necessary here. Go back on the other side of the level now to the sacrifice room. It's a very weird run. Very weird run that started off real bad and now it's turned into a quite good run. Just a weird run. Technically speaking, we've been on this run for 25 minutes now and we're only on floor 3. But the video's gone for 28 minutes and 40 seconds. However, I kind of like this idea of just randomly teleporting to see where we can go. I have IV bags going nuts here. Hey, look at that. We got back in. And now we can get out. And we went straight to the curse room. We're looking for the shop and the item room. School bag. Fun card. We'll use that on the next floor for mapping and also a full heal. Ooh, baby. Garp straw as well. Garp straw plus the battery is going to allow us to get 2 activations in every room pretty much immediately. And yeah, that was a very good floor. We're going to use the sun card here. And it looks like we can get into the boss trap room. And what we can do is we can use the first penny to get out of there without having to actually do the room. 3 marbles. Yay, marbles. Now, one thing I don't want to do is swallow the cursed penny. Actually, that's going to happen, so we have to... We are now forced to not do this anymore because I do not want to swallow the cursed penny. And we get taken to the item room for free, and we say goodbye to the cursed penny. Yeah, because I am not dealing with swallowing the cursed penny. That is such a TM trainer thing to do. To teleport on every single coin pickup. No, thank you. The nuns have it. Friends to the end as well, which is not really going to do anything for us. So marbles makes it possible for us to basically smelt trinkets that we are holding for free every time we take damage. Just a little range up here. And while that's good in most cases, I would say for most trinkets, this is not necessarily what we want. Again, with the aforementioned reasoning that I do not want to teleport after picking up every single coin. Get 1 bomb for 2 up here, which we might as well do. Good, this is a good deal. And the super secret room should be there. Okay. This were the WWE, this would be where JR is like, business is really picked up. And another tears up, which I will happily take. And yep. If anything, this is a great ambassador for the R key, just to show you how nice it is to be able to be like, yeah, you know what? We need to be out of this run. We just need something else. And to just simply restart the run while maintaining all the items that you had from the previous run, albeit not great in this case, because obviously the items were kind of doo-doo. But giving that opportunity to the player to just get out of a bad run and get just a fresh go of things is just huge. And R key proved how good it can be on this run. Not having to worry about, starting with just horrible stats. I mean, obviously, like, the RNG worked out in our favor. It could have very easily gone in the wrong direction. Like, we could still be on floor 3 right now with really bad tiers and bad damage if we didn't get hooked up with the early tiers upgrades on the second run. But in this case, it did, and it worked out because we had R key. So strategical R keys, don't sleep on them. They're good. Need a half heart to get into the curse room. These sharp straw now softening stuff up. Sharp straw does AoE damage based on 10% of your current damage. Or sorry, no, I take that back. It's your current damage plus 10% of the enemy's HP every time you use it. So the higher your base damage is, the more damage that Sharp Straw will do to things on top of an automatic flat rate of 10% of any enemy's HP, which is just huge. It's one of the only items in the game that works off of it operates off of a percentage of HP. Somehow we've managed to not find either the shop or the item room. As that is that quintessential Sinvicta navigation that everyone loves to talk about. You'll just need like a half red heart game. 1, that's all I'm asking for, just so I can get into my curse room for free. Nothing fancy. It's nothing like, say, an R key. As we have still, amazingly, not found our shop or our item room. You know what that means? They're going to be right adjacent to each other, and boy, howdy. Larynx. 4.5 volt with sharp straw doesn't do anything. But larynx though is something that I'm curious about. Placebo plus PhD is good. We're going to get to the point where we don't need the IV bag anymore. But we're also almost capped on tiers now, so you know the effectiveness, the usefulness, not effectiveness, the usefulness of placebo is going to be kind of diminished by that point. But I think what we do here is we take larynx. Now another thing we could do, I'm not going to take, I don't think placebo makes sense. Another thing we could do is stick with theoretically we could stick with the IV bag to cause damage to ourselves via using it, and then use the IV bag plus Nun's Habit to charge up larynx. There we go. There's our capped out tiers. Who would have ever thought we'd be here? Although I do like the idea also of having larynx being powered by the massive amount of damage from sharp straw, so we'll probably go with that. I'm gonna take Sty here. Yeah, take Sty. Our tears rate is high enough for Sty. So notice it's a little bit, especially depending on what device you're watching on, it might be a little bit difficult to see, but pay attention to larynx's charge every time we use sharp straw. Because we have the 4.5 volt, it's going to slowly but surely recharge a little bit every time we deal damage with sharp straw. Obviously, boss rush is just not going to happen because, well, it's 32 minutes, and we're only now getting onto Necropolis 1. Velo Duplex essentially gives us spectral tears, which I'm fine with. Sometimes there's a tinted rock in here, but oh, there is actually. Saw it on the way out the door. There is a tinted rock in there. They like to try to hide tinted rocks in that room for some reason. It's right here. It's rock right there. All right, back up to full HP. Get a planetarium. Not expecting to see that, but, you know, and we get Jupiter as well, which, yeah. I talked about Jupiter's effectiveness not that long ago, and people were like, I'm glad that Jupiter's finally getting the respect it deserves. And, yeah, I mean, Jupiter's good, y'all. It's real good for adding on additional damage, but constant damage on things with, like, very little diminishing returns is really, really, really strong. That poison damage that Jupiter does is surprisingly good against bosses. I mean, like, Jupiter is surprisingly good. It is not the doo-doo item that I once wrote it off to be. Still are looking for our shop here. It's going to be our final shop, which is inevitably going to be a greed fight, as you all know. Especially since I took... wow, we had a planetarium and a library? What the heck? That is not something that we see every day. All right, so let's see if we can get all of these. At the bookworm. I mean, Book of Shadows would be nice, obviously, but it's not the end-all be-all here. And because we have battery, the battery, we're going to be able to get double use out of Larynx. Something Bundada. Might as well take Dreamcatcher as well. Yeah, just swapped over to Larynx real quick just so we can apply the full charge to Larynx. Gonna give us a double use of out of Larynx here. Got it, the shot speed. Is that Isaac is holding in his... Oh, that's the belt. Looked like a ruler. I was like, why is Isaac holding a ruler? Go to Larynx here, then... Yeah. Good damage here. I'm going to take the negative. I don't know about a victory lap, but I'll definitely take the negative. Spawn not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 hosts. Oh, do pray tell, game. If we were in the situation, how am I supposed to beat this host here if we didn't have a bomb? Or blood bag. Or, not blood bag, but blood bombs. It would be technically soft lock there because there'd be no way for us to kill that thing. Although Jupiter might be able to poison it, I don't know if it would actually apply with the hat down. And Curse of the XL. I'm just gonna do that. Look at that, the quick damage there from Sharp Straw, just carving off all of Fallen's HP. We get... Now we're just almost at 9 damage thanks to the negative. I think that this... I do think that the Sharp Straw into Larynx play is the correct one. It's debatable whether or not holding on to IV Bag was going to be better than this in terms of like generating charges on Larynx, but I think this is working pretty well. Worm Buddy getting in there, getting some. There you go. Just let him marinate in it. Let him crop dust in it. It is I who are doing the crop dusting here. Big time plays there. Larynx getting a 3 charger. So we are going to end up taking the dub on this run in pretty quick fashion after that strategical R key. Oh my goodness. I legit don't want to take any of these, but Blood Rights of all things. Okay, maybe this is not going to be as good. I was expecting it to get a lot more charges on Larynx than it did. Then what we can do is we can go back and pick up 9 lives if we get into like a low level territory. But I don't think we're gonna get there. I think we're just going to get to Lamb and then just smash his face and be done with it. So in a run that started out real bad, we turned it into a real good run, thanks to R-Key mainly. And a little bit of creativity with Larynx and with Sharp Straw, thanks to the 4.5 volt. I think we were rung up for a double there. Yeah, the constant damage. Jupiter. And we have gone the wrong way. All right. That is one huge dead end. Of course, we run into the only fire that exists in the world, but that's okay because we can just take that and take that. Took those a little bit out of order, but that's all right. And who wants to bet this is the wrong way? Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. I'm curious to see how much damage Larynx is going to do to Lamb, though. Like a two use of Larynx should be. I don't know if that's going to be enough to kill him outright, but it might be. So just back out and walk back in there. That was a prayer card, so. Or a get out of jail free card, I mean. So if we needed to, we could go fight Megastan if we really wanted to, which I don't know why we would ever do that on this run here, but if we really, really were feeling spicy. It was enough to take him down to phase 2. Wow, yeah, that almost killed him. Wow, dude, that just stopped Lamb right in his tracks. That was fantastic. No, I don't think we're gonna do victory lap. I think that well, you know what? Let's before we end, let's I'm feeling a little bit spicy. Let's just go see if we could take down Megastan with this build. I highly doubt it, but you never know. I'm gonna take Dark Matter just because it's gonna give us a base damage upgrade, which is gonna make Sharpstraw better. So who knows, you know? We might even have a little bit of fun on this run. Wow. It was a great run. A great run highlighted by good use of R-Key. Now, Larynx definitely won't kill Mega Satan in one hit. I know that. We are getting lots of charges on Larynx, though, pretty quickly. I don't know what the most annoying Mega Satan wave is. I don't even know what hit me there. I think Black Ward went. I think he transitioned to his next phase right next to us and shot one of those multi-directionals at us that we just couldn't see because of Dark Matter. Ironically. Maybe the War Wave is the most annoying. The Envy Wave we definitely don't have to worry about. The Pride Wave is probably the second most annoying. Can't really tell which creep is ours. Yeah, this one. Dark Angels really aren't anything to worry about, especially with us having Backstabber. Faked me out. I thought he was going to the next phase there. There we go. Oh, I don't know about that one, game. I don't know about that one. That one looked a little iffy on the replay there. All right. Apparently the fire. Isaac just stuck his big toe out in the fire, and that was enough to kill him. You just lost your privileges to be alive there more. And we could use Larynx to clear the projectiles from Stanley. Whoa, what is with this extracurricular lust here? And the hand spawned on us. All right, well, I don't even care anymore. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. We're going again. Now that we have this health uphill, we're going again. See, now you awoken the beast, Stanley. You think you're the beast? Got another extracurricular lust just randomly spawning. Extracurricular lust is my band name in high school, by the way. No, do not make memes of the day of that one. Or buddy, get into the mix. Four and a half volt was really made for the Mega Stand fight. And now remember, we can use Larynx to get rid of the flames if they get too ridiculous. Kind of like this wave right here. What? We got hit. All right. You know what? I don't even care anymore. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button, leave a comment down below. And today's question of the episode will be, have you ever used a strategical R key? Post them in the comments. The top 3 most upvoted comments will be read on next week's episode. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. As always, I will see you all next time. Have a great weekend, everyone. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to patrons of mine like Marcus, Kristen Johnson, and Michael McMaster. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.